Contrary to what many believe, only 13% of Americans are over the age of 65, placing us 42nd out of about 200 countries. In upcoming years, all countries are expected to raise their shares of older people by about 10%. By 2050, America will be at 22%, and Europe's elders will make up a quarter of the population. What does this mean for policy changes in these nations? In the U.S. today, about 38% of elders' income comes from government transfers, such as Social Security. So what might the future hold in terms of government support for older retired people? The bulk of Americans who are still working are skeptical that they will receive Social Security benefits comparable to what today's older people get. With a rapid rise of people needing benefits, it's likely that the future generations will receive less and less. In fact, 41% of Americans believe that by the time they reach retirement, there will be nothing left for them to receive. And only 20% expect that there will be enough money in the Social Security system to provide them with benefits equal to the benefits today's retired people are given.
Up next, we have a report of an ongoing protest against the recent Social Security and Medicare retirement age changes. People are lined up outside the AARP building on Central Ave voicing their opinion on the upcoming changes. In 2017, the retirement age will change from 65 to 67, causing the early retirement penalty to be reduced by 30% and push some of the recipients below the poverty level. This change was brought upon by the baby boomer generation as it becomes their turn to retire. With this increase in people needing retirement money, there is not enough funds to go around. Raising the retirement age is an alternative way to reduce the amount of benefits Americans can receive without making actual benefit cuts. Along with the Social Security retirement age, Medicare eligibility age is rumored to increase too. An increase in the Medicare age will indirectly cut the Social Security benefits by about 45%. With these cuts, it looks like the protest won't end anytime soon.
This year, millennials will outgrow baby boomers in numbers. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, an estimated 75.3 million millennials compared to 74.9 baby boomers will soon become the largest generation in the country. In a recent report by Goldman Sachs, it's also projected that millennials' new leading role will inevitably have an impact in the economy. A big number of millennials see entrepreneurship as a more successful path than working their way up the corporate ladder. Unlike baby boomers, most millennials see venturing into starting a business of their own as a way to truly achieve their independence. Millennials value entrepreneurship behind startups because startups themselves are a proposal for doing things differently. They explore alternative ways to deal with the current social, economical, and political landscape through better integrated digital platforms and newer technologies. The millennial appetite for the startup economy is here to stay, and it's being evident in the top digital conferences around the country. This is a clear indicator of how the entrepreneurial culture is growing in and outside our borders, and led by a generation that's definitely driven by the promise of change.
Do you want a stable future? Have you started working on your retirement funds? Now is the perfect time for you to hop on the bandwagon and buy U.S. bonds. If you start now, the money accumulates over time, you earn interest on it, and then after 30 years or so, you cash it in, you get your initial investment and the interest earned back. It's great to ensure some extra cash in the future or even set up some funds for the following generation. You can get U.S. Treasury notes, bills, or bonds in varying amounts and times for them to mature. This is ever more important as we all watch the Social Security system degrade before our eyes. Ensure your financial security today. Isn't this America? Land of the free, home of the brave? Well, Governor Cuomo doesn't think so. Do you think it's fair to have your rights stripped from you now? Well, Governor Cuomo doesn't seem to care about you, the voter, the right holder. His New York SAFE Act is so detrimental to your Second Amendment right, it could be considered unconstitutional. New York State lost millions of dollars in revenue and thousands of jobs. If you're conservative and you don't like Mr. Cuomo, make sure Mr. Cuomo isn't welcome back next time. It's up to you, the voter.
I'm here today to tell you about a new drug that can't be kept on the shelves, Recently created in the labs of all the top pharmacies, it is scientifically proven to help lower cholesterol, blood pressure, and improve eyesight. It even helps some people lose weight. Get your hands on BB tablets as soon as you can while supplies last.